All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Your boy Trey with Let's Just Talk Trey with Let's Just Talk Fitness. Again, I'm here with Kara, and as you all know, again, we're gonna dive into a really good topic today. Um, this is actually kind of like for me, this was a topic that I kind of again, and Kara, I'm not sure if I explained this to you, but a lot of my topics are inspired from just my own daily life, right? Like
Mhm.
that's part of why I have it called Let's Just Talk Trey, as in like I want to talk about things by which I also experience.
That's good.
However, however, it's to not make it just all about me. It's with a perspective of also shifting it to asking you all questions about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
So
But I still sometimes ask you your perspective because I don't necessarily know it.
that's true. That's true. And I appreciate you when you do that as well. Just so you know, like I greatly appreciate you when you do that as well. Um, a lot of people don't do that, but you definitely take that time too. I appreciate you for that. Uh, wait, okay, but sorry, I gotta go to the city, got a little DoorDash order. But yes. So the topic today, or the topic I would say, or the question at hand rather, is why do you feel like like when it comes to fitness, right? Like you're either seeing results or you're not, right? Would you agree? Like when it comes to fitness, when it comes to care losing weight, when it comes to care gaining weight, gaining muscle, or whatever, when it comes to you having goals, fitness goals, and you meeting those goals, Care, like, would you agree with the fact that, hey, if you're not seeing progress, it's not working? Like, would you agree with that? Like the proof is in the pudding, if you want to put it that way. Like, would you agree with that? Like, hey, it's either working or it's not.
I mean, I think that there can be progress over time, and progress can be seen in very different ways. Like, I
Mm,
guess it depends on what you mean by progress, because there is times where like sometimes it's slow. Like sometimes I've gone down and up in weight like throughout my fitness journey,
yeah,
right? And like some of it really is like you can like I can see it's like where I've messed up with nutrition,
yeah,
and like I see that, so I'm like, okay, this is where that happened. That's
mhm,
why like I've lost progress there.
yeah,
But sometimes I might still be doing the same thing. I might be doing things correctly,
yeah,
but I'm not necessarily seeing the progress like that I want to see. Like maybe the scale's not shifting,
yeah,
but progress in other areas. Like
hmm,
my strength has increased. Like, I can lift a lot heavier weights than I
yeah,
used to. Um, you know, um, my endurance is better. Like, you know, my lungs are better. I can breathe like longer, like,
yeah,
you know, all of that is different like ways of seeing progress, I guess.
yeah,
So I think like, I mean, I guess to answer your question, yes, you should be seeing progress somewhere, but I
yeah,
think, but the thing that I think a lot of people, and like myself included, before like really getting into like trying to understand my body and understand
yeah,
fitness and understand like the different aspects of it,
yeah,
is that like just because you don't see progress in one area of it doesn't mean you don't have progress anywhere.
yeah,
Especially if you are really being consistent in your exercise, like if you are
yeah,
really being consistent in like your nutrition, like if you're really being consistent in an area,
yeah,
you're going to see the progress. It like somewhere. It might not
yes.
be, yeah, if that makes sense. It might not
Right.
be in the area that you want, but it will be somewhere.
It'd be somewhere. Exactly. Exactly. And so but you're saying with certainty that you
But
will see,
ultimately, yes, you will see progress.
yeah, you will see probably. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
But I
I
think
just
I wanted to like elaborate on what that meant because I think a lot of times people focus, especially people who are trying to lose weight,
yeah,
focus so much on the scale,
yeah,
like, and like it can be discouraging sometimes when
yeah,
you like, especially, I mean, I'm gonna say especially as a woman, just because of our like our hormones and our cycles, they fluctuate. I don't know much
yeah,
about
yeah.
men, but
Right.
like it is, I've heard and read it is easier for men to lose weight. Like they
Yeah.
lose
Hmm.
faster than women because
Yes.
like we store it in certain areas,
Yeah.
like it's just our body fluctuates. And so so
How you
that
doing,
can
man?
just be
For
like
us?
discouraging and hard
Okay.
sometimes, especially when you're just looking at the
And
one
yeah, yeah.
measurement.
All right. All right. Thank you. Have a good one. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no problem. I was just
Uh,
saying, like, especially if you're just looking at that one measurement, it can be very
yeah.
dis but that's why you should have multiple like like multiple things that you're looking at
Yeah.
um like I mean like just recently it's like I haven't been going like I hadn't been because of my schedule been able to go to the gym for a back day in a while and I just recently went
Yeah.
back. Ooh, I'm sore, but also like I still was able to do like because I've been consistently like working out,
Yeah.
even though like, you know, even though I haven't specifically targeted the back for a while,
Yeah.
um like I was able to I know I've lifted more than I did when I first started. So
Yeah.
um so there's that. And that's progress.
Absolutely.
And I didn't like when I was first starting in the gym, I started with the bicycle was what I did
Yeah.
warm up. And then I went to the elliptical and I started
Hmm.
out just doing like I did 5 minutes on the elliptical, then I did the rest on the bike. And I
Yeah.
slowly increased the time on the elliptical. Now I just do my 30 minutes on the elliptical.
Yeah.
I can because I'm able to now, like because I worked up to it.
Yeah.
But when I first started, I wasn't able to like I wouldn't have lasted for 30 minutes on the elliptical.
Yeah.
And now I also started doing, which I hate this machine, hate it with a passion.
What? The Stairmaster?
The Stairmaster
Yeah.
machine.
I already knew it. Yeah.
But I've done it twice now. I've done it twice.
Hey.
It's the worst machine. I'm not also though, okay, not only like it I'm going on a rant right now, but it's the
No,
worst.
you good.
It's the worst because
Yeah.
you're literally stepping to nowhere. Like you're where am I going? I'm not going anywhere. I'm going
I like
up
how you
to
I like how
nowhere.
you put that. I like how you put that. You step into nowhere. I like that. Stepping to nowhere.
Stepping to nowhere.
That's
And
hilarious.
and also like I'm short and
Yeah.
I don't really like heights. And that's a really tall machine.
Yeah, it
And
is. It is.
I don't feel like I was made to see over people's heads.
I cannot.
So those are my reasons for hating the Stairmaster.
No, I get it. I get it completely. Why is McDonald's packed? McDonald's is like packed right now. It's interesting. Okay, but no, I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Um, so then for people who who don't see any progress, why do you think that certain people there's some people and you can tell me if you also have had people or new people like this as well. Some people who literally won't see any progress and they just keep doing the same thing, but they don't even I don't even know if they would if you could even say that they even check for progress. But let's say that they check for it and they still don't see it, and they still do like the same thing. Like there's some people that literally do that and they never see any progress. Why do you think that is? Why do you think some people they'll continue doing something in terms of fitness and it's obviously not working? Why do you think they continue?
Maybe it's something they enjoy. Um, you know,
Mm,
if it's something they enjoy, you're gonna keep doing
yeah,
something you enjoy.
yeah,
Um, but again, I guess like if they're not seeing progress, my question would be like, are they check like you said, are they checking for it? Is a
mhm,
question. And then also like what metrics are they using? Are like how do they know they haven't had any progress, especially if
yeah,
they're doing that? Because it's like you might not feel like I do yoga,
mhm,
and I don't always feel like I have necessarily made progress in that. But
yeah,
then you see it like somewhere else where it's like, oh, I actually am a bit more flexible than I thought I
yeah,
was, and that's probably because of the yoga I did. But
yeah.
when I like do like the same yoga thing, it's like
Mhm.
I haven't made a progress to be able to do
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
crazy moves, you know?
Yeah,
Like I'm not there yet. Like I can't do birds of paradise yet. I'm
yeah,
not there. But and I don't know when I'll get there or if I'll get there.
yeah,
But I
absolutely.
still enjoy it. I bet you can
Hmm.
see, but I think like I might be able to see the progress that yoga is giving me in other areas,
Yeah,
but I don't necessarily see it in that like direct, like, even me doing that same yoga workout to try
yeah,
to get to Birds of Paradise. I'm not there yet. I don't know how long it'll take me to get there.
right,
But
right, right, right.
like there's other areas. Hey G.
Here she go. Now I'm playing.
Yay.
Hola, G.
Hi.
Yo, oh, that was the, the level of dryness. Did you hear that? Hi, 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 hi. Like, yo, freaking dry. Okay, okay, so okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We already dove into the topic, so you're late per usual, but it's all good. It's all good. We gonna
She's
we
here.
gonna catch you up. He's doing what?
I said she's here just in time for herself.
Here we go, making
Thank you,
excuses for
Kara.
people.
Thank you,
Here
Kara. I
we,
appreciate you.
here we go. But we were talking about, and I actually just asked this question, but we were talking about I asked Kara the question of like, why do you think some people like, and Kara, you can let me know if you answered it completely, but like essentially like, why do you think some people are like oftentimes very much so stuck on when it comes to fitness, they could be doing something for years and they don't see no progress. There's no progress being made. I'm not talking about like little progress. I'm not talking about like progress that perhaps is there and they don't see. I'm talking about, bruh, it look like they didn't got worse. They didn't got fatter. They didn't got they can't the health has declined, high blood pressure, this and that. Like you obviously can tell it's not working. And so my question to Kara was like, why do you think those people stay doing the same thing? It's like, bruh, it's obviously not working. Why does someone sit in what obviously isn't working? And so, Kara, did you answer yours completely before we hop to G?
I mean, you added a lot to the question now.
Oh,
So
sorry, did I? Sorry.
so uh so well like just a lot more to it because you were like because I had said they might have little progress and you were like there's no progress at all.
Yeah, yeah, I had to
Like
kill it.
not
I
even
had to kill
little
it.
progress. So
I killed all hope.
you added that, you killed my point.
Yeah, I killed all hope. No,
I
I
still
know.
stand by my point regardless
No,
of
no,
what
I feel you. No, your
but I'm
point is
just
valid. Your point is valid. But they have, let's say in this case, they have no progress, and actually, it's gotten worse.
I mean I feel like there's something else happening then because it's not just the exercise, it's obviously like the nutrition as well, like just
Mhm.
exercise. gonna like do anything. Like, I mean, it will, but it's like, but you do have to have like both. So I would say, what is that like look like?
You're saying that they must be seeing progress somewhere else?
No, I'm saying that like if you are saying that they're exercising and they're saying like they're doing the same thing, I'm saying that it's probably their nutrition that's failing.
Well, no, I'm not asking what's failing. I'm asking why do they keep doing the same thing? Why do you think a person keeps like because you got certain people that keep doing the same thing, even
I
when it's
think
not working?
I mean, I think just like it comes to a level of maybe they enjoy it. Like I said before, like they like it.
Mm,
They're doing it because they like it. Maybe they're not doing it for like some people don't do it for necessarily weight loss or something. They just do it because they enjoy it. And that's why also you'll see like their eating habits aren't there. I don't know. That's my
wow, no, that's a very interesting perspective. Like the person be getting fatter and all this other stuff, and just health declining, and it's like nah, but they keep doing the same thing because they just enjoy their life. I never thought of it that like to be that simple. Like like gee, I'm interested in hearing your perspective on that perspective and also your answer. But I want to hear what you got to say about that. And, like people just enjoying it, even if it ain't working. They doing it because they love it.
Well, my what I'm gonna say right now is just gonna answer your question. So, uh,
Hmm.
I feel like first of all, I'm gonna throw the question back at you because I want to know what type of progress are you talking about? Like, are you talking about just physique progress, like appearance-based progress, or are you
Hmm.
talking about because there's different types of progress. Someone could be making progress by building better habits, building more discipline, finding a routine that works for them and feeling more energized and like
That's
all
true.
these other things. So what type of progress are you really talking about? Or are you just talking about all of it? What are you talking about?
No, that's good. That's actually a really good question to throw back. So yeah, I would say maybe more so physically because someone can build discipline. Like it's funny, but you can't argue with the fact that yeah, they are being disciplined. Like if they're continuing to show up and all this other stuff, and I've seen it. I've seen some women, some men go and do the gym and all this type of stuff, but it ain't losing. No, like ain't seeing nothing physically. And then in some cases, even in terms of their health internally, it's not getting any better. Um, but yes, I would say more so. So excluding discipline, they're increasing in discipline and things of that nature, strictly physically,
Yeah,
internally, and yeah. Hmm.
you're talking about appearance-based progress, basically.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
No,
because
that's good. That's good.
because
Mhm.
it could go, yeah, the answer can go different
It
ways.
can go different ways. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're saying just appearance based, I feel like if they're not seeing progress, whether losing weight or building muscle or like what, I don't know, whatever the case is,
Yeah.
um, I think it can go down to even like hormones, like hormonal imbalances and stuff like that in both women and men too, because like men still have thyroids, they like we all have the same organs in our body, right? It's just a matter of
Mhm.
like how they function. Like one of my clients told me recently, like her boyfriend is getting her thyroid removed. He has to get it removed. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna affect him his hormones and
Mm.
like how he feels and because your thyroid is very important. But anyways,
Yeah.
so I will say I think that plays a huge role because I've actually met a few like personal trainers or like fitness coaches or like massage therapists, like just people in the fitness, you know, like industry.
Yeah.
And they've said it themselves, like, oh, I might not look the fittest, but that's because I have this. But they actually still work out. They take care of themselves. They eat right. They take care of themselves overall. So I would say a lot of times it could be a hormonal thing, which is something you can't really see on someone right away. Like, I mean, you can't tell, like you can't diagnose someone by looking at them really. So,
Gotcha. But I think
yeah.
you kind of going on another branch though, because I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying the question is still like why? for a person who has no progress, right? They're completely fine, and they're not making any progress physically, right? Like it's
That's what
not
I'm
now again
that's
they're
what I'm
building.
that's what I'm saying. They're not making progress physically because of their hormones. They're affecting them from making progress. You know,
But you're
hormones can affect you from making progress. Even if you try to work out and
Mhm.
try to like apply discipline and do that, sometimes your hormones will literally like it's hard. It's hard to
Mhm.
fight your hormones. That so I'm trying to like answer it like that's what I think.
Well, you think that they continue to work out and do the same thing even though they're not making progress physically because of hormonal imbalances? That's what you're saying?
Well, it can play a huge role. Yes, I have a client right now who has hypothyroidism. She's not my first client who's had that,
Hmm.
but she's making great progress. But there was a point where
Yeah.
she was at a plateau and she wasn't
Hmm.
losing any more weight. And I told like I'm straight up, I'm like, I don't know why. Like I'm not a doctor. You have hypothyroidism, so it probably has something to do with that. And she has to go the extra mile, not even miles. She has to go extra miles,
Hmm.
plural, to be able to make progress again. So it's not even just me having me as her trainer. She also has a dietitian now.
Yeah.
Help her tell her specific foods that she can't eat because it will affect her hormones and like spike certain things and all that stuff, like it's very
Yeah.
complex. It's a complex thing. And then again, she also
Mhm.
has her doctors who are constantly having to adjust her medication because, now she's losing weight and blah, blah. Like there's a lot to it.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it can play a huge role. And by the way, and I'm not saying this just because she's my client, like she is so disciplined. My client,
Hmm.
she is so determined and results driven. Like
Yeah.
she has it. So like it's not because oh like low key she lacks a little this or she lacks, blah blah blah. No, she doesn't. She actually doesn't. She does a great job. She shows up. She puts in the work in the sessions, outside the sessions. She puts in work.
Yeah.
But hormones, like if she weren't seeing a dietitian, if she wasn't going to her doctor, if she wasn't like doing the extra things that she's doing now, she would still be at a plateau, even though she's working out, even though she's eating healthy, even though she's doing all those things.
Right, right. And I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But again, let's then focus on a person that is normal. Like apart from the hormonal imbalances, a person that is completely normal and there's nothing going on internally. Like why do you think that person continues to keep doing the same thing when there's no progress at all physically in that aspect? Like,
Well, I
this
think
person doesn't have hormonal.
I think that's what G is possibly saying is that there probably is something going on with them that they don't know, right?
That too. Some people just like they don't really know until they go to the doctor too. Like my client, like she's been knowing about that, right? But there are some people that like, yeah, they may not know yet that they have something or that they develop something.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, I get what you're saying. Like I know you're trying to focus more on like just people who don't have hormonal
Yeah.
hormonal balances, like when you like medically speaking, like they have no issues hindering them,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
medical issues
Exactly.
going on.
Yeah,
Like
like that person. Why does someone like that continue to keep doing the same workout routines and stuff? And it's like, and they don't want to switch it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it could be, and again, I'll give an example. It could be they're stubborn, they're prideful, this and that. But I just want to know your own personal experience and why you think that is.
Um, I'm not sure.
And
Like,
have you had that as a trainer? Have you had
that's what
had
I
a
mean. I'm trying to really
Mhm.
like, because again, honestly, a lot of times I come across people with hormonal issues. Like they're and not
Mm,
coming across people, I mean, just on social, I mean, just if you live in the US, most people have hormonal issues because of the food that they give us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Things that are in our simple things like toothpaste and lotion and shampoo. Like I
Yeah,
mean, that's a whole other topic, right? Like,
absolutely.
um, yeah, I really wanted to emphasize that point about the hormone stuff because I
I
just
know.
don't want people to feel like bad about themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Because again, there are a lot of
Yeah,
people that are really trying and their hormones are like make it 10 times harder. Like
absolutely.
fitness is already hard for like a normal person. So for
Yeah.
them, it's even like a lot harder. They have to put in like double the work to make progress. But I mean, as far as people who don't have those things hindering, I mean, yeah, I think it comes down to the lack of discipline or like lack of routine. Like they probably don't have a routine that works for them. They probably, I mean, like I know Kara also mentioned nutrition. Like when I first came, I know you mentioned nutrition, that too. They probably still think that they can binge from the weekend and then just
Mhm.
eat healthy from Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
weekend long and they still do that same thing, thinking that it's gonna help or thinking that it doesn't hinder.
That's what I'm hitting. This is what I'm looking for. Exactly. Yeah, no, keep going.
I
Go
know, but I
ahead.
noticed you never want to talk about the hormonal stuff either. Like that's very real too.
No,
Like,
I didn't say that was a real. I talked about that before.
yeah, but you never want to talk about that. All you like to talk about is like physique, like you like to talk about like surface level like stuff.
Surface, okay.
You
Uh,
do. You don't like to hear those things.
no, we not talked about PCOS. Come on now.
Barely.
Barely. Okay,
People
oh, you
mention
know
it
what?
and then you're kind of like, oh yeah, okay. And then you like move on. But have we ever had a topic like really going into it? No.
Okay, all right, all right. The next call, Gene and I already sponsored the next topic. There we go.
No,
Probably
I'm
should.
talking about it right now. This is
Yeah.
No, no, we can't. This ain't the. We ain't talking about PCOS. That ain't the topic right now.
No, honestly, we could see if Raish wants to come and talk about it because she has
Yeah, yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Shout out to G. Hey, we calling it.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness.
no, but no, it's like no, like she isn't like wrong though because there is like
Hmm.
there's different factors,
Absolutely.
to consider and not just like I mean, I know the physical is something that like most people are looking for. Like that is like a lot of like that's like the obvious. That's like
Yeah,
in the obvious like level of what people think of as progress.
yeah,
But like G was saying before, and like I said before G came here, is that there's different levels of progress and like different measurements of progress. And if you're only looking at the one, you're going to be disappointed because you're not always going to see progress in that one area.
yeah,
Like, so that's why it's important to look at the whole thing and the whole picture, like when you're
yeah,
into fitness. And so I think a lot of times people come into it not having the whole picture in mind, like, and they're just looking at the one thing. And that's what causes like the discouragement or like the, lack of either the lack of continuing or just like not knowing what to do or not. Yeah.
hmm. No, I agree. I agree with that. I feel like that's talked about a lot. I feel like though there's people, and that's why I kind of wanted to go into this topic is because I feel like there's people that are hiding behind constantly doing the same thing. You know, right? It's like the definition of insanity, right? They keep doing the same
Yeah.
thing and expecting a different, and it's like you gotta try something. I feel like those people don't get called out a lot, and I'm like, like
Yeah.
I feel like those people need to understand like you got to switch it up, like you got to do something different, right? Like, isn't like fitness isn't just one size fit all. You need to switch it up. And so I'm kind of
Mhm.
trying to dive into that mindset of why do some people get that way? Why do some people
So I
get to the point to go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So basically, are you trying to say like the people that are like in like I just want to understand the question. I want to make sure I'm understanding. So
Right,
it's
right.
it's the people who are like just just doing cardio or just doing like weights or just doing yoga or just doing like they have one thing that they're doing, but they're not seeing results from that one thing. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, exactly. And then someone like a personal trainer like G or someone like you come along and say, "Hey, I mean, maybe you should, maybe you should cut out this, or maybe you should try this." And they're like, "Nah, nah, I'm good," or yeah, I was thinking about it, but I'm cool. Like I'm liking, I just kind of like the flow I'm in now, and it's just like why does some people get to that point of like, it's like, bro, like obviously this ain't working. It's like you can see it's obvious, but they won't change it. And again, I know it's a kind of can be a simple answer for me, which is like selfishness, pride, thinking that they know it all type stuff. But just kind of wanted to get y'all perspective too on it. Like, for this person who is normally healthy but doesn't want to change, even though they're not seeing any progress.
Yeah. I mean, I think again, it could come to like just a level of enjoyment. Like, some people just really like, or like a hatred of a certain type of exercise. Like
Yeah.
I hate this
There
exercise,
we go. There we go.
so I will
Yeah.
never do it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain exercises that I hate, but I still do them. But my
Yeah.
trainer knows that I don't like them. And
Right.
every time he says that we're going to do it, I will give him the look and I will
Come
say,
on
I
now.
do this, but I do it.
No,
I'm
I feel
still
it.
push through, Kara.
I still do it. I still do it, but I glare at him the entire time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. But you still do it. That makes me happy.
Yeah. And that's the point. Yeah, there we go. We're talking about it now. Because that's exactly what I'm saying. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Go. Hey, how you doing? Doing pretty good? No, no, no. You're fine. You're fine. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Actually, 1 second here. Oh, yeah. It's acting as if like I'm not delivering to the right like address. Where yeah, I was like, what? Okay, there we go. Scan it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, maybe the lighting. Let's turn this on here. Okay, I have to do it manually. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'll do this by the way. Okay. Thank you. Give me 1 second, lady. Sorry, on the phone call. Sorry. I'm sorry. Right, right, right. Lucky guess. Oop, there we go. That's 19, was it 81? Yeah, okay. There's the 6. Sure. Okay, perfect. Um, okay. Yeah, right. All right, perfect. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you. All right, ladies, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Or
okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. My apologies. All right, so G, did you answer?
no.
I actually was kind of thinking about another thing too that could possibly um be hindering someone from like making progress. And I low-key kind of lost it, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
If you want, you can answer the next I mean, hopefully it'll come back to me and I'll mention it when I think about it.
Okay. Okay. But if it pops up, please interrupt me because I want to hear it.
Oh, I will.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'm just
Yo,
kidding. Okay.
nah, lately you've been on like a passion streak, yo. Like I said, look, I know you gonna interrupt
I
me.
was gonna say as she should though, as she should.
Nah, for real, yeah. Like literally, like G, every piece of content is fitness, so I expect it.
Oh wait, it
Uh,
came back to me. It came back to me. It came back
here
to me.
come, here come. Go ahead,
Okay, it came
go
back to
ahead. Yo, I
me. Okay.
cannot.
Okay. Sorry, I don't want to like take too long talking, but
No,
another
no, go ahead, go ahead. Like I literally interrupted y'all, so go ahead. You good?
yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
did,
So
I did.
yeah, so another thing that I did think about is I think people who are in that, predicament that you're talking about can
Yeah,
really just be afraid to do something that challenges them.
Mhm.
So like and I'm
exactly.
but I'm not really, at least for me, like I'm not talking too much. Sure, exercise, it can be like they don't want to try another exercise, but I think it's deeper than that. Because as we all know, like nutrition plays a huge role. Because honestly, you
Yeah,
can do any type of exercise,
yep,
like, and you're pretty much good. A lot of people focus a lot on the exercises, and they do matter, but the nutrition is like a lot of it. So I
yeah.
will say that I think because we know nutrition is a part of it, if you want to lose weight, build muscle, whatever, um, they don't want to do something that challenges them, like going on a cut because they can't handle a little restriction, or they can't do a bulk because
This is what I was looking for.
they're
Keep
scared
going.
they're scared of, putting on muscle mass, putting on fat, just like looking,
Yeah,
more fluffy, like things like that. So I think they're scared of like kind of like the unknown basically.
yeah,
And they
yeah,
don't want to like do something. So they rather just stick to what they know, like a maintenance, like, oh, I'm just in a maintenance. Oh, I'm in a maintenance. Like, and they're like, not by like, again, there are some people that are in a maintenance and they, like Kara said, like they truly are fine and they're happy, they're content.
yeah.
But I think again, for those, I don't know, it just depends. There are also those people who like are scared. They don't want to do something that's like just challenging, and that's going
Yeah.
to force them to build even better habits or healthy habits
Yeah.
and
Yep.
force them to like build discipline and put in the
Yep.
work.
Yep.
So it could be that too, because I actually have come across people like that, like a few people like that who like they just stick to
That's what
like
I'm saying.
a certain range and that's it. They don't go
That's
above.
what I'm trying to say. Why y'all acting like y'all didn't know what I was talking about? That's what I'm saying.
Because we
Okay.
didn't know what you were talking about necessarily.
Ah!
I mean, I needed more clarification. Needed to make sure that we were on the same page because progress,
I get it.
you asked it, progress is there's so much to it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Like y'all hit that. That's exactly that's where I was going. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I knew y'all had it in you. I knew G had a lot to say about it. But I was like, I must not have been conveying the question right.
No, it's not even that. It's just I also just look at it like I'm seeing it from like a whole big picture too. That's why.
Yeah, you are. You are. You always do that. But and actually that's a good thing. You have to do that as a trainer. Like me, I'll just be like, hey, why you playing? Like do something else. Like for real. It's like, but G
Yeah, yeah,
has
I
to.
look at it like I look at a bunch of different things.
You have to, because if you didn't, you would be biased, and that's bad as a trainer.
No, I think
Yeah.
sometimes, I guess I think sometimes like I can feel like that person, like, some days like when I'm
Hmm.
at a weight that I feel is comfortable for me. Like I'm
Hmm.
like lifting a weight that I feel is comfortable for me. And then my trainer's like, I want you to go heavier. And I'm like, but why? Why?
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
comfortable here. I like it. I
Hmm.
like this one.
So
I
fear
like
of discomfort, fear
Yeah,
of the
I think
unknown.
so.
Yeah.
A little bit of discomfort or some of it might be failure. But what if I don't what if I can't do it? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you have that I think for me sometimes with that it's like a fear of failure. I still do it. I still try it
Yeah.
because otherwise he'll yell at me or he'll change the weight anyways. So
Yell at you. Dang, you're trying to be yelling at you?
like as a friend, not like for real. Not like
Nah,
for real.
some trainers be yelling. They be
Not this,
cursing.
no, not
Uh,
this one. That
all right.
it's like a joke. It's like I can't it's like come on, I know you can do it.
Mhm.
All
Basically,
right now. All right. I'm just trying to make sure he ain't cursing you out, Kev. All
nah, he
right.
doesn't curse me out.
All
I
right.
curse him out sometimes, but he doesn't curse me
Dang.
out.
What kind of relationship y'all got?
A healthy one.
Oh, okay. Let G client curse her out, man. I love to see, bro. I would pay millions to see that happen. Yeah, I would pay millions.
Oh.
I would. I can only imagine what you. Yo, we're here all type of Spanish, but but no,
I could join in on the Spanish.
you can join in on the Spanish. Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's fun.
okay. I only know a few words in Spanish. That's bad. I ain't gonna even say it, but nah,
Yeah, don't Sam.
nah, I ain't gonna do that. But I love that. I love that. I love what y'all giving. That's exactly what I was looking for. Because I knew that y'all knew these people. I knew that we know these people. And then my next question would be, have y'all been those type of and I guess Kara just answered it herself, in terms of certain weight things, things that you didn't want to adjust in terms of weight because you were afraid of failure. You were afraid of the unknown. You were afraid of discomfort, and that's cool. Like, I think we all have been there. GU, have you been there too, where you've stuck somewhere or you've stayed somewhere because you were just afraid of the unknown or the discomfort or, things of that nature? And what was it? What was it? I'm curious to know what that was.
I would say, okay, because something I will say is like, you know how earlier I mentioned like, oh, how some people are kind of like into maintenance because they're too scared to like go into a bulk or into a cut.
Yeah.
I want to emphasize whenever in the future you guys hear me say maintenance, I'm genuinely happy in a maintenance.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo,
because I feel like I could see Trey throwing it back at me, like, "Oh, you're in a
absolutely.
you're what? Are you scared?" Like, no, I'm just happy with.
I was definitely gonna throw it back.
Yeah, no, no, but it's like some people, again, you can be genuinely like content with your progress because you made great progress, whether it was in your cut or your bulk or whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say that I feel like in the like earlier this year, I could have been that person because remember how in our check-ins, like you would ask me like, oh, because I wasn't a maintenance and you were asking me like, oh, so are you gonna cut? Or are you gonna bulk? Like, what are you gonna do? And
Right.
um, and
You
I
were
even
scared.
mentioned it in the check-in. Wait, what?
You were scared, is what you're saying. Nah, I'm fine.
Wait, what do you mean?
You just said that people be afraid of the maintenance because they be scared, and you were like, you had to say this because you knew I was gonna throw it back, so I just threw it back. You were scared. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing though. I'm
Anyways,
playing.
anyways, so Um, no, so I could have been that person because um I almost was gonna
Hmm.
bulk because like for me, bulking is more of like a comfort, I guess. Like
Yeah.
yeah, because I was telling Trey in one of the check-ins like earlier in the year how like I feel like between a cut and a bulk, I can because of like my body type is very like not I don't want to say it's not easy, but it's just slightly easier for me to like bulk in the way that I want to and build muscle in the places that I want. Like I can
She
do
bulk
it.
in all the right areas. That she boasted, but go ahead.
And compared to like a cut where it's like it's just more of a challenge and you do have to restrict yourself and like you have to be okay with restriction too and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I could have been that person and just went the easy route for me
Yeah.
and went bulk. But then eventually I decided, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna cut again
Hmm.
because I know that's gonna bring discomfort and it's gonna be a challenge. So obviously, and then now obviously you guys know I'm in a cut right now. So yeah, but I could have been that person, but I took myself out of that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and so you didn't stay there. But I'm saying, was there a moment where you have done that? You have stayed and you dwelled there for a while because you knew that you didn't want the discomfort or you did. Yeah, has that ever happened to you? Because I don't know if you've ever told me that. Has that ever happened to
Oh,
you?
you know what? Yes, but just more like earlier in my fitness journey, I would
What
say.
was it? I want to know. What was it?
Okay, I just felt like that was something to share. I took
I
myself to
know.
that place. I
No,
just
that's
felt that
good.
would
That was
be
good. That was good. No,
motivational for people to
no,
hear.
that's very
So,
motivational. I know. I love it. That was beautiful.
but
I love it.
no,
But now I want to know where you stay, where you stuck, where you stayed stuck.
okay, actually, no, I could think of a few instances. I would say one is actually when I first started weightlifting, because a lot of people may not know, but
Mm.
I didn't really start weightlifting more seriously until like 2019. So during that time, I wanted to bulk and I
Yeah.
was, starting to like eat a little bit more, but I was scared because I didn't, just the fact that putting on like that fat and putting on like all that muscle mass and like all those things, it does get to you. It can get to
Yeah.
you.
Hmm.
So I do feel like I was just in that for a little bit. I wouldn't say I was in that headspace for a while because um I forgot who I saw like a person on social media. I don't know who it was. I really can't remember. But some like a fitness, like I don't even know who. I can't even tell you. But someone was like, "Oh, like you said they were saying how they were in a bulk or something. Like they were also
Hmm.
bulking." And so it was like a girl and she was like, "I started making serious progress in my bulk when I let go of all those thoughts. But the more I kept like kept those thoughts in my head,
Yeah.
I never saw actual progress in my bulk, like serious progress. I would She was saying how she would make like a little bit but not
Yeah.
as much as she could. So then I applied that to myself and I was like, you know what, like I need to just let go of those thoughts so that I can make serious progress. And then eventually I did. I did. I made great progress with my bulk, which was like, when did I bulk? 2 years ago. It's been a while.
Hmm. Yeah. It's been a minute.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I
I don't
want to
even.
say.
Yeah. I don't even know if it was 2 years. I don't remember you bulking, to be honest.
No, 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 no. It was definitely like two for sure. Not more than that. It was two. Because yeah, I remember the years. So yeah,
Hmm.
I would say another time was more actually after recovering from anorexia. I would say because I was 13. So I was dealing with that from 13 years old to like 14 and a half-ish.
Yeah.
That I started recovering and eating more and doing those things, right? But
Hmm.
I feel like for several years I was like pretty much trying to maintain myself because I was
Hmm.
scared to restrict myself again. So I was definitely scared to do that. And then also I was scared to bulk too because I still had I like low key still was like,
Yeah. See, this is good.
yeah,
See.
so for a while, and so that those were more like in my teen years then. So maybe from like 15 to like 18, right? Because like I said, I started weightlifting seriously 19. So like from 15 to 18, I was more like just kind of like in between. And I was there for a while.
Hmm.
Like, and if I did lose weight, it was like very little. It was like 5 to 10 pounds, but I would like cap it. Like I would
Yep.
cap it all the time. I wouldn't go
Hmm.
more. So yeah, I would say that. But I mean, eventually I got over that.
Y'all giving me exactly what I wanted. Like it took a minute to get there. G cap, oh, man. But you know,
Hey, those are important. It's an important topic, Trey. As an important topic. Don't be using that voice.
Mr. I was a trainer. Mr. I was a
okay, okay,
Now we'll clap back. We'll clap back. No.
some trainer.
okay. Uh, yeah, yo, I'm gonna bring my client on here one day.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, G can be a savage, guy. G can be a savage.
I see it. That's good.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All I'm saying is that y'all finally got what I was trying to like, where I was trying to get at. And again, I understand like it definitely what y'all were saying, I agree with, right? The hormonal imbalances, all those other things. I get it. Like people really do struggle with those things. But to be honest with you, I feel like that those things get a lot of like they already get a lot of coverage. I feel like they get a lot of they they're often talked about. But when it comes to like those people who are just like hiding and they're constantly showing up to the gym and stuff, and while that's cool, the discipline part is fine. The habitual system you created is fine. But now you have to ask yourself, does it work? And if it doesn't work, do something like what's people get so stuck in their own ways of not doing something else, right? And again, this burns for me in terms of passion because it's like people work a freaking job for 40 years. Unless you like love that job, unless you freaking love it. I'm talking like you like you crying because it's the weekend. You know, everybody happy to go home on Fridays. Unless you like the person who's sitting there on Friday going, man, dang, man. Like, I gotta go home. I love my job. Unless that's you, why how the heck do you spend 40 years at a job? I don't know. We'll get it. But you have people that do that. And it's like, like why are people so stuck on on not changing when it comes to fitness? There's so many freaking things to do. There's so many things to do. And I've experienced that. I'm not being a hypocrite when I talk about this because I've done the cycling, I've done the jogging, I've done the rock climbing, I've done hiking, I've done all these different swimming, I've done all these different type of things. And I've also tried different type of foods and this and that and all these type of things. And it's like, for those who are just set in their ways and they'll go freaking 50 years doing the same thing and there's no progress. That's why I'm just like, I really wanted to hound that topic and y'all got it. At the last minute, y'all got it. And I appreciate it because like I knew that y'all would get it. And I knew that what I was saying like would resonate because y'all see it. And we were once that. G hit it real hard. Carrie, you hit it real hard too. You hit it really good. Right. The fear of failure, the fear of discomfort. G, freaking anorexia, the fear of restriction, right? Like and to be honest with you, I sympathize with that. I'm like, okay, I can see how a person could want to stay somewhere because of anorexia or want to stay somewhere because of care in your case, like your knee, right? Like it's like, man, I don't know if I want to put any pressure on that, right? Because it's like I don't know if I want to, but it's like, hey, you may need to try something different to do this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
those things are reasonable, but it's also like it's still you still need to question at the end of the day, is this working?
Yeah. There's a level of of recognizing what works and what doesn't. And even with like, you said like with my knee, it's like I can't at that like, you know,
Yeah,
I have to be aware of it. I have to be aware of like when the pain is there, I like, the what is it that people say sometimes like no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's certain types of pain that you do have to listen to. And
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
so like that's something that I did learn because of the mentality of no pain, no gain, like I really got seriously injured. But now I, listen to the types of pain that I have. Like if like muscle soreness is fine. But like a sharp shooting pain, no, that's not okay. That's when you gotta stop, you know? So like you just learn what works and what doesn't. And if you can't do it, it's okay. Like that's where like for me
Mm.
also like it's also like the mentality, like G was talking about with the mentality shift. Uh
Hmm.
so for me, my mentality shift has to be not that of like thinking that I'm failing if I can't do this at that moment. It's like, not being afraid of like the failure aspect or like thinking that I'm a failure. It's saying, no, I can't do this right now because of the pain, and it's okay to stop. And I should stop because it's good for my body. But maybe at another point, I'll see that progress later. But if I don't take care of it now, I
Hmm.
won't see the progress because I'll be in pain.
Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Perfectly said. Uh, and I love it. Y'all hit the nail on the head the last second. I freaking love it. Thank you. I thought we were gonna be here all day talking about hormones, but it's cool. It's cool. We got there. We good. We here now. We good. So we are good.
Are
But
you
yeah,
really good?
what's that supposed to mean?
Are you really?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you for being concerned. I appreciate that. You
Oh yeah,
checking
I'm
it?
very concerned for you.
Yeah.
A
We
bunch
can
of
never
things concern me, Trey.
whatever.
Okay.
Nah. We can never have a moment, Gary. We can never have a moment because
What do you
you
mean? You
know.
were the one talking how it
Nah,
takes a long
nah,
time.
Honestly. Honestly, we
nah.
took forever to get to his topic because we were
Yeah.
talking about our own
His
stuff.
topic. He wants his topic his way. He wants everything his way. Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm
But
just
but 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 at the same time, I reflected. I was telling Karen, I reflected. I pick y'all brains with my experiences. Like I don't know. I notice I do that. Like I'll have my experiences, but I'll ask questions to other people about my experiences, and that kind of
yeah.
becomes yeah.
Yeah.
I do that, and
That's why we bring our experiences in. Like ask the question, when you ask the question, we bring in
that's
our own
true. That's
experiences
true.
and our
That's
own
true. That's
perspective
true.
from
Yes.
that. And so that's why
Yes.
we bring up hormonal issues because we experience that or have experience with it. So that's why that comes up, Trey.
Literally, like it's so weird, like for people to not expect us women to talk about that when we're the ones dealing with it. Obviously, you don't have a
Men deal with it
cycle.
too.
They do,
Yeah, you
but
guys do. You guys do. However, your hormonal cycle runs differently. So it's not that you guys don't deal with it. You guys
Yeah,
do.
you just trying to throw us underneath the bus. Don't do that.
No, I know, but at the same time, it's
I
kind of
have
easy
that
to do it when
experience.
y'all not willing to
So
talk about stuff.
if you want to talk about that, we would love to talk about hormonal issues with you.
There you go.
I don't need to talk about what are you asking me? I don't need to talk about it. I'm good. Yo,
Oh, oh.
I'm good. My hormones are fluctuating. Trust me, everything is flowing. Oh, it's
Maybe for
flowing.
you, but not maybe for you, but not for other men, Trey. See, you gotta focus on other people's experiences, Trey. There
And
are
that's
other
why you,
people on this planet. You know that, right?
I know that. I know that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I know that. Get out of here. Oh my goodness.
He put his earphones in. He's just
Yo, because over smiling, they popping out. Yeah. I cannot. I cannot.
I'm
I
so
cannot.
But
sorry.
seriously though, we're being like we're joking, but we're being like serious too.
But that's why you're the trainer. Like, and that's why I couldn't be a trainer. Like for real, that's why you're a trainer. You have a gift of zooming out, and that's good. You need that. But as for me, I ain't no trainer. I used to be back in my back. I mean, back in my heyday, I killed. I used to kill it. But
Thankfully, you didn't kill anyone. Thankfully, you really, thankfully, by the
I
grace of
knew
God.
it. I knew it. She could have just left it there. She could have just left it there. It was. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Nah, nah.
This is one of my favorite calls. For real. I always love this. I love this. It's so fun.
I can't win when it comes to G. I can't win. Oh
No,
my
it was
goodness.
still a great topic. It was still good. I get what you
It's
mean, Trey.
good.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. People can hide behind the hormonal stuff and low key use that as an
Yeah.
excuse. Yeah, it all depends. But yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly what you said. People can't hide behind it. And I want to make sure I expose them. Like that's kind of what I want to do. Like one thing about me, I'm gonna talk about things people don't want to talk about. And it's like some people doing stuff over and over and they ain't seeing no progress. Let's talk about it. So that was it. Any closing words though? I'll give y'all the floor. I know I kind of had a brief little intermission there, with the order of mine, but any any thoughts or things y'all want to say? I'll kind of give y'all that time to make up right now. Anything y'all want to say in regards to people like that? Anything that y'all didn't say or that y'all kind of skipped over or that y'all feel like we didn't have time to mention? Anything I want to say?
I don't have anything.
I feel like I mean, I have one thing to say.
Hmm.
I just feel like when it comes to those type of people, it just shows like there's a lot of inner work that they need to do, honestly. Because it does. It takes a lot of accountability.
Yes.
It takes a lot of like vulnerability, just like
Yep.
different things like that to be able to get over those hurdles.
Yeah.
So I feel like, again, it takes a lot of inner work to be able to conquer like those things and actually make the progress that you want to see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. Inner work. Yeah, that's really good actually. Yeah, I agree. Hands down. That was well said. I got nothing to add to that. This is dope. Super dope conversation. Thank y'all ladies so much for tuning in and sharing your feedback, your perspective, your experiences. You know, thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it. But next call, we're talking about hormonal
Oh,
imbalances, all that stuff. Huh?
no, nothing.
No, no, go ahead.
No, I just said the next call is books, right?
Yes, the next call is books, but I'm talking about like the next fitness call. Next
Yay.
fitness call. Yeah, the next fitness call we're gonna be talking about, shout out to G. We're gonna make sure she gets her sponsorship and all that for the next call because obviously that's what she wants. So okay. And you don't and G, you don't obviously or typically you don't suggest a topic. So I'm glad to hear that you're very passionate about this because I didn't know that. I didn't know
Hey,
you.
you're the leader. Talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Nah, but you're a member. I want to also talk about what people want to talk about. And you as a member, you get priority in that. So yeah, like I want people to hear and I want to also talk about things you want to go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think it would be good to actually have people that deal with those things though, because as much as I do, I can talk about it and I can talk about some of my clients and stuff. Like I personally don't have it, so I don't know exactly like what it feels like. I can only like reiterate like what clients tell me. And also like men and women, like not just women.
Yeah, come on now.
No, it'd be good to have like people that actually, yeah, because I also don't deal with it either. So
So then y'all should bring them on. G,
try.
Kara, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
bring
mean,
your clients on. Let them, yeah.
No,
I
yeah, we
don't
can
know.
try. But obviously you know a lot of people too, so that's why I'm just saying that, because I obviously like you,
No,
yeah.
I definitely know some people. Like I definitely know some people with it. Yeah, I didn't know PCOS was a like such a big thing, but it is
very big. And
very big.
it's dealt with like it has different forms too. Not everybody like deals with it the same way.
The same
Where
way. Yeah.
and it's not like the same for everybody. It doesn't affect them the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
It's a very broad um thing. Like it's a very broad
Yeah.
diet.
Yeah. No, I
My
agree.
sister had it
Your
or has
sister?
it. Mhm.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The facial hair, I've heard females experience facial hair and everything like that with it. Like, you know, like wow. It's a thing. But I'm not gonna keep y'all any longer. I know we're running over a little bit here. But thank y'all ladies so freaking much. This is so freaking dope. It's your boy Trey. Well, let's just talk Trey. Let's just talk fitness. Kara G. Love y'all. Yeah, until next time. Peace. Bye, big heads.
Bye.
Bye, Megamind.
Yeah, nope. Nope. No,
Bye.
bye, big heads.